you, and in whichever way you feel that we should come in, please do not hesitate to extend the hands of that father.
I know the culture is that after the vice chancellor has spoken, nobody can speak again. But meanwhile, before you finish, maybe you can tell us some of the available opportunities so that you will now be the one to round up. Because you finish, you may not be able to talk.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, the Vice Chancellor of this University, the DVC, and the Dean, as the President. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. Thanks. My name is Soji Bego, and I'm the British Council IAU, Community of Parties Regional Lead for Nigeria. The Community of Parties is a community of participants in participating universities across Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, and the UK, who were part of the IE project between year 2021 to 2023. And we were selected, and I was made to be the leader for Nigeria, coordinating other researchers in Nigeria. My office is based in Lagos, and what we do is that we work with the British Council staff to take instruction from them, and then we take it back to the university on what will benefit our own Nigerian university. And since we started this engagement since last year, we're asked to first launch the university activation program. And that is the reason why we're here today. Proud today is myself and my team, we've been engaging with the new researcher, Professor Justice, online. And we were able to select 4 university students on our ambassador program. And beyond selecting them, we also commence an academy with them online, where we'll be providing them training. If time permits, I will allow one of the ambassadors to also share insights and testimony from those trainings. So after the training, we asked to visit universities and then to see how we can further nurture the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship within our university, so that our students do not just graduate as a student, but before leaving the school, they can have enterprise of their own, and they can become job creators and problem solvers. The reason for the IE community of parties is because Africa will have lots of problems, and the British Council developed an agenda called the Transnational Education Agenda, designed to ensure that our curriculum becomes global. Try to see how they can globalize our curriculum in such a way that whatever is being taught in LAUTECH can be highly relevant in other clans. And with serious emphasis on innovation, entrepreneurship, and the core C's of the 21st century, because we realize that the job of 21st century will not be taken by those with just first class, but those with first class, but with the mixture of entrepreneurship and innovation attached to it, so that students are not just taking concept from the classroom. They will take concept from the classroom, and then they can innovate around it and see how that concept can solve our problems around climate change, our problems around unemployment, African problems around maternity rates that is prevailing everywhere, and hunger. And the best way to tackle this, because he said, let us go back to the university and see how we can introduce the concept of transnational education for them, and with the concept of IAU, Innovation for African University Program, whereby students will have access to other students in Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, and UK, and then with lecturer saying that they can co-create solutions for their local communities, for their country, and for their region. And that is the reason why we're here today. And we want to sincerely appreciate Professor Justice for the support that provided. Another part of this engagement, of this transnational agenda, is that British Council has made provision for some grant opportunities since 2023 till 2027. We still have 2 years to go. And this grant is a global grant where universities are encouraged to always check on the platform. Then with the help of the IU lead that we have in every region, we can work with the universities and then we can win the grant for our own institution development. For instance, University of Medical Science Ondo, where we work with them between year 2022 and 2023, they won a grant of £150,000. And that university, they developed an innovation hub called University Co-Creation Hub. That's what they developed. And guess what happened? Between that year and 2 years after, about 5 of their students got global grants, gotten funding for their businesses in dollars and in pounds. These are students who are in 200 level, 300 and some in 400 level. And what that means is that students are not just leaving the university ecosystem after graduation, but they are leaving as CEO of business, whereby they can employ some of their mates who are not enterprising as themselves. And the same thing we have done in Uniment. Uniment, beyond the fact that they got that grant, they also became the best project in sub-Saharan Africa. They were given an award. And just last month, the British Council Going Global organized a conference in the United Kingdom. And they invited Uniment and other participating universities to apply to show their report. And guess what? When they to check their report across every region, China, Africa, Europe, and the rest of the world, University of Medical Science Mondo project came as one of the top 4 best projects in the world, where the VC and some other leaders of the university were invited to UK to come and receive their award last month here. So if we have done it in Uniment, why can't we do it in LAUTECH? And why can't we replicate the same agenda in another university in Nigeria? But one university at a time, and that's why we're here, to see how we can work with LAUTECH, to develop the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, to see how these guys can become solution providers and not just graduates on the streets. We want to allow, with your permission, BC and the DVC, Erin Fulani, who is the leader of the ambassador in the school, to share 1 or 2 testimonies since he joined the program. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Mubarak Kenifalami, a 400 level electrical and electronics engineering student. And I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the Vice Chancellor for the support he has been giving us, because with my team, we've been going on multiple innovation challenges, and when it comes to transport, accommodation, everything, through Professor Ashapa, he has always requested for funding and everything, which our Vice Chancellor has always supported us. So I use the opportunity to say thank you very much, sir. I really, together with my team, I really appreciate this opportunity. So, a few 3 months ago, we joined the British Council AHEO ambassador, where we were being open to a lot of opportunities. Part of the opportunities where we did trainings on leadership training, design thinking, and we're not just taught alone. We're also taught on how we could mobilize our fellow students, come up with ideas, and work together to bring solutions. Part of it was today's workshop, which was hosted at the FCI, with over 200 students present. We did training on design thinking and leadership. So we have learned a lot, and we are collaborating on different ideas, and I'm so glad to say that we've mobilized few teams among ourselves, not just we ambassadors, we've mobilized teams from different departments to come up with innovation ideas, to come up with projects, and all thanks to God and all thanks to everyone. So that's awesome. Thank you very much, sir.